Hello and welcome back. I'm 3D Modeler on YouTube, and in this tutorial I want to talk to you about topology. And topology is the study of the object shape and how you can get the kinds of shapes that you want. And we have to split this tutorial up in two parts. One part is low poly and the other one is high poly. And there are two ways to work with those, and depending on which one you choose, it will have an impact on how you're going to model things. So the first thing I want to show you is how to get a low poly model to look similar to something else, and you'll be able to work from there. So for instance, if we're going to create a car, we can create a basic box, and then we're going to put in elements, and everything I'm going to build today is from memory, so there are no reference pictures, but you can use reference pictures to match these up. Now I'm going to remove some segments on the sides so that I don't have to worry about those. Then I'm going to collapse the object into an elbow poly. Showed you that in earlier tutorials. So there we go. Now I'm going to create the main part of the car. I'm going to extend it, and then I'm going to extrude from there, and then I'm going to put that down, build back. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now we get something that resembles a car. And what you need to be aware of when you're creating something low poly is the poly count, obviously, and the poly count is the number of faces or polygons that the object is made out of. So in this case it's a car, and all the polygons and the poly is these faces here is all squared because we only use the extrude tool. You can also use the cut tool. So and you can also use the connect. So I'm going to connect this through the middle like this, and then basically what you are going to do is to line this up with the picture or the reference that you have. And as said earlier, I don't have any reference for this tutorial, so we'll just measure this out by eye and get something that resembles a car, looks something similar to it. Now as said before, this is a low poly version of a car, and what that means is that the poly count won't be that high, and this could be a car in a game like Command & Conquer Generals. You wouldn't use a car like this in a modern game. The detail on this one doesn't really have that much on it, so I'm just going to model from memory bits and pieces, and I'm going to move these inwards like so. Now this car here is almost ready for a, so we need to add a where the wheels are, and to do that we're going to select this part here, and then we're going to ring it, Alt L on the keyboard, or loop, sorry, it was the loop, and then I'm going to chamfer these edges, and as you can see the corner here also gets smoother due to this. And then I'm going to select the ring and Alt R on the keyboard. Then I'm going to connect it, and then we can insert the part for the wheel down here. I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to remove it. Then I'm going to select these parts, and I'm going to shift click and drag them. I'm going to remove those. Then I'm going to weld these parts here together, and this one over here to there, and then I can cap the rest, select the area around it, and then cap it, and then move the other part up to it like so. So this can be used for a old game. Now, so as you can see here, we get pretty much something that resembles a car just by extruding and moving around vertices. And the topology of the things that we have is more or less determined by what we're going to model and how we're going to model it. So for instance, the car's topology is determined by the way that we had it. So okay, so here I want the side of the car to have more of a depth to them before the roof and the compartment becomes a part of the car. So I'm going to erase those vertices, select those that correspond on the top, and then I'm going to bridge those, as you can see here. Then I'm going to select the edge loop on this side, and I'm going to connect it, and then I'm going to slide it towards this side like so, and press OK. Now I have some more polygons to work with. Then I'm going to move these inward a little bit, and I'm going to move this outwards as well, like so. Then I'm going to select these parts, loop them, and then I'm going to chamfer the edges like so. So now you can see that we got a rounded corner, and I probably should put in an extra line like so, and then I press OK. Now we don't have a square on the front anymore, but we can fix that in a second. I'm just going to attach the roof again, but before I could do that, I'm going to connect the ring the top here and press OK. Now, so this is the first part of this tutorial, how to create a low poly car without any references. If you have references, you can use those. The basic thing about this tutorial is actually that you go out and apply extra vertices or extra loops on the model or the primary object. So in this case, we started by creating the hull of the car or the shape of the body without the roof. Then we extruded the roofs and modeled from there. So basically that's what you have to do when you are doing a car or any other object. But this is it for this tutorial. See you on the next one. I'm 3D Modeler on YouTube. Thanks for watching.